pagbabalik sa kanilang komunidad. Kung ang lahat na ito ay hindi natin ginawa at pinabayaang malugmok sa droga ang ating mga kababayan, ano na lang ang magiging kinabukasan ng ating mga anak at iba pang kabataan? Sa kabila ng lahat, dinagsa pa rin ang kapulisan ng matitinding problema habang isinusulong ang gira sa droga. Maraming tinamaan sa girang ito at maraming nawalan ng negosyo sa illegal na droga. What pained me was that there were misguided PNP elements that took advantage of the anti-drug operations for their own personal ends. There were the so-called ninja cops who recycled the illegal drugs, seized and put them back in the market. Respect for human rights during police operations became a major issue. The DZXL incident brought the PNP to a very low point. Kaliwat kanan ang batikos na tinanggap ng kapulisan mula sa iba't ibang sektor. Humarap kami sa Senado at Kongreso ng ilang beses upang mapaliwanag at tumanggap ng marami pang batikos. Sa kasamang palad, pinatigil ng Pangulo ang PNP anti-drug operations at pinaubaya muna sa ibang ahensya. Pero hindi kami napanghinaan ng loob. Patuloy pa rin kaming tumulong sa pakikibakal laban sa droga. Bagamat hindi na kaming nasa front lines ng giyera. We focused on cleansing the police ranks of scalawags because we wanted to prove that there were more good cops than bad cops. It was then that the Counterintelligence Task Force was activated. Heads rolled, rogue cops were dismissed or charged in court, some were transferred or reassigned to other units, and others were reprimanded or warned to change their ways or be sanctioned as well. A total of 578 PNP personnel were dismissed from the service for various offenses, 341 of whom were involved in drug-related cases. In a few months, we were back at the front lines of the anti-drug war upon orders of the President. Stricter guidelines were set in place for police operatives engaged in the drug war, and internal cleansing in the PNP remained fully in force. We further came up with our enhanced managing police operations as our PNP operational strategy. When the Marawi City siege erupted in May 27, we were there to render support to our brothers in the armed forces as we deployed 1,045 police personnel in the city. We lost 6 men in the war while 64 others were injured. Our troops helped clear more than 3,700 buildings, and the PNP is now helping as well in rehabilitation efforts in the city. Amidst the noise of detractors who refuse to believe in the sincere intentions of the PNP and with the continuing support of those who remained on our side, we marched on, fought harder, sought ways to serve better, and pursued with greater resolve our mandate to serve and protect. We never lost sight of our mission to enforce the law, prevent and control crimes, and maintain peace and order. We worked hard to deliver more than we promised. We deployed more men in the streets, strengthened checkpoints, and worked 24/7 in firmly addressing what we called the 8 focus crimes of murder, homicide, physical injury, rape, robbery, theft, carnapping of motor vehicles, and carnapping of motorcycles. Except for homicide, intensive police operations led to the declines in these crimes. As we have recorded from 2015 to 2017 and the first quarter of 2018, there was an annual average decrease of 27% in these crimes. The 8 focus crimes decreased by 92,762 or 46.38% from 200,016 in 2015 to 107,254 incidents in 2017. We recorded a recovery efficiency rating of 23% in the campaign against carnapping, with 375 motor vehicles and 2,295 motorcycles recovered, and with 1,823 suspects arrested and 1,323 cases filed in court. We busted a syndicate engaged in a multi-million peso scheme involving loans from unsuspecting individuals and financial firms using rented motor vehicles as collateral. This resulted in the recovery by the Highway Patrol Group of 107 motor vehicles from the 457 that were rented. Of 65 kidnap or ransom incidents reported, 132 suspects were arrested and 29 cases were filed in court. In the campaign against illegal gambling, more than 22,909 operations resulted in the confiscation of 19.6 million worth of bet money and gambling paraphernalia, and the arrest of 49,844. And I'm very proud to report to the President that, Sir, I am now stepping down, pero hindi po ako tumanggap ng pera galing sa illegal gambling. Mahina man ang palakpak. Ayaw atang maniwala. Thank you. The President's special instruction on the banning of government employees from gambling in casinos, warning signages were posted at the entrance of gambling establishments. In this campaign, 26 police personnel were relieved from their post for illegal gambling. There was no let-up in the campaign against loose firearms, which resulted in the confiscation, recovery, and surrender of 19,878 small arms and light weapons. Our police operatives arrested 16,482 suspects and filed 10,800 criminal cases in court for violations of Republic Act 10591 or the Firearms Law. Anti-smuggling operations resulted in the arrest of 44 suspects and the confiscation of 69.7 million worth of smuggled and pirated goods. More than 4,000 anti-illegal logging operations led to the arrest of 3,804 suspects and the confiscation of 99.9 million worth of lumber, with 958 cases filed in court. Relentless pursuit of the country's top most wanted persons resulted in the arrest of 30 and the death of two in police operations. Likewise, continuing operations resulted in the arrest of 74,967, the surrender of 1,193, and the death of 82 other wanted persons. No less than the SWS, in its report published on February 2, 2018, mentioned the positive results of our anti-crime campaign, where the average rate of families who fell victim to common crimes in the country declined to a record low of 6.1 in 2017. With the anti-crime campaign in full gear, we were on our toes as well, providing security to a series of major events across the nation. From the success of the security operations during the President's State of the Nation address in July 2016 and 2017, we effectively provided and ensured security during the conduct of 279 meetings in different locations in the country, in relation to the country's hosting and conduct of the ASEAN Summit in 2017. These meetings, participated in by heads of states, ministers, and other government dignitaries, were held in Metro Manila, Davao, Palawan, Tagaytay, Bohol, Cebu, Boracay, Bacolod, Iloilo, Clark, and Lawag. These were actually 6 times more than the 46 meetings held when the Philippines hosted the APEC meetings in 2015. It is worth noting, too, that for the first time in recent years, we achieved 0 casualty from indiscriminate firing during Christmas season in 2017 and the New Year celebration, with the lowest ever recorded firecracker-related injuries. Dandahan natin matransform yung buong Pilipinas, sir, like Davao City. Nawala ng paputok. In March 2018, in the effort to attain zero tolerance for corruption, the PNP inaugurated the CSG One-Stop Shop facility as another major service development catering to the needs of applicants for gun licenses, security guards licenses, neuropsychiatric exams, drug tests, DI clearances, and other related services under one roof. Yan po, sir, yung building na yan. Yan yung ating one-stop shop. We have done all this and more. Sa gitna ng lahat na ito, nangibabaw pa rin ang kabayanihan ng ating mga pulis. I must say that despite the tremendous challenges that I had to face being at the top of the police organization, I had the courage and heart to go on because I know that I had the support of the gallant men and women of the police force. I cannot thank you all enough. I give you my firm salute for weathering the storms of the past 21 months. Some weak, some strong, and others truly overwhelming. We set sail in our journey of service, not knowing what lay ahead, but confident in the thought that we could hurdle whatever obstacles there were because we were determined to achieve our mission together. Because we gave our all to serve and protect our countrymen, we now see safer streets, better performing policemen, and members of the community who are beginning to trust us again. With President Duterte's continuing confidence in me and encouragement to my leadership, which was made even more significant with his extension of my term as Chief PNP, there was no reason to give up. Needless to say, he has been a father, a mentor, a commander-in-chief, and a friend all at the same time, and I could not have done all that I did in my more than 3 decades of service without his support, inspiration, and the lessons he shared with me. A mere thank you would certainly not be enough, but I can only assure the President that I still have that genuine love for service for the Filipino people that he helped me nurture all these years. In behalf of the 195,000-strong National Police Force, I would like to thank you, Mr. President, for giving us back our dignity. When you declared that you don't want your police officers to be humiliated and demeaned during Senate and Congress hearings, the whole law enforcement community responded, "Pwede pala yan, bakit ngayon lang?" When you visited the wake of our fallen heroes who were killed in the line of duty, even in the wee hours of the night or early morning, the bereaved families felt in you a grieving father. When you gave me the full authority to lead and govern the PNP, You insulated the PNP organization from politics. No politicians and influential groups could bully the PNP anymore. Into submitting to their own agenda by claiming that they are connected to Malacanang because you told me, quote unquote, if anybody uses my name to exert undue pressure on you, suntukin mo sa mukha. And lastly, you made an unprecedented doubling of our salary, but it came with a collateral problem. Wala na kaming mapaparkingan dito sa Krami dahil a mere PO1 can now easily afford to buy a brand new SUV. Kaya nagpapagawa kami, sir, dyan sa harap ng multi-level parking area that can accommodate 500 cars. Ongoing pa po, sir, yung construction. As I live, I thank my wife, Grace Nancy, Mangga, and our children, Mona Lisa, Marian Cristel, aking cute na piloto, and Cadet Third Class, Rock De La Rosa, for their unconditional love, support, and understanding through all these years. Effective today, I am coming home to you, and I am all yours. I thank the men and women of the PNP for the good work, the loyalty, and dedication to the service. I would not have made it through without your strong support and cooperation. I thank the members of the community, the local government units, the business and private sectors for the trust, support, and cooperation. I thank the members of PMA Sinagtala class of 1986, my beloved Mistas, and of course, the Sinagtala ladies, the beautiful Sinagtala ladies, for never leaving my side during the bright and dark days of my career. I am very much flattered when you go with me during my final trooping the line. And for your information, lahat po ng troop commander and staff and yung mga battalion commanders and staff, they are all generals. They all belong to PME class of 1986. Thank you, Mr. I thank everyone I passed along my journey of service, whose names I may not recall, but who will forever be a part of my success. To name a few, please allow me to mention my former bosses, both alive and deceased, who made me who I am today. General Eddie Erenio Diolaso Maningding, Police Senior Superintendent Alan Gisihan, and Commodore Alan Rosal, my squad leaders at the PMA. Captain Arnoldo Taruna, my first commanding officer. Colonel Nonoy Serrano, General Romeo Resina, General Antonio Abaya, General Willie Garcia, Colonel Filipino Amugues, General Panfilo Lacson, General Andy Caro, General Pete Tango, at ito yung pinakapaborito ko, General Isidro Lapenia. Sir, saan ka, sir? Who advised me to go on when I was about to resign because I cannot be promoted to police superintendent because of my kaso, puro harassment in line of duty. General Jaime Morente, General Conrad Lasa, General Lito Coy, General Christopher Laksa, and the rest that I may fail to mention. I may have failed to mention. Above all, I thank the Lord for His love and guiding light through all the days of my service. All of this I offer for His greater glory. I now turn over the command to our worthy successor, who as the President himself has declared is the best man for the job at this time. I have known Police Director Oscar Albayalde from our younger days at the Philippine Military Academy, and with his track record of sterling service, I am confident that the PNP remains in good hands. Take charge, Mr. Sa inyong lahat, ang akong kinasing-kasing nga pasalamat. This is your Chief Bato signing off and signing on as Citizen Bato. God bless us all. Mabuhay ang PNP.
Thank you very much, sir, for your exemplary service to the Philippine National Police.
Mr. President, may I turn over to you my tour of duty report?
Talupad! Ta!
And now for the reading of the retirement orders of Police Director General Ronald De La Rosa is Police Director Rene Aspera, the Director for Personnel and Records Management.
Republic of the Philippines, National Police Commission, National Headquarters, Philippine National Police, Camp Brigadier General Rafael T. Crami, Quezon City. Retirement. Pursuant to General Orders number 599 and 195, National Headquarters, Philippine National Police, dated April 10, 2017 and January 17, 2018, respectively. Police Director General Ronald Marapon de la Rosa, O-02992, is compulsorily retired from the PNP service effective January 21, 2018 and extended until April 21, 2018. By the direction of President Rodrigo R. Duterte, Official Archie Francisco F. Gamboa, Police Deputy Director General, the Chief of Directorial Staff, signed, Rene Aspera, Police Director, the Director for Personnel and Records Management.
Ladies and gentlemen, we shall now witness the lowering of personal flag of Police Director General Ronald Bato de la Rosa.
Please lower the personal flag.
Without your smiled mouth, drawing me in, you kicking me out. It got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on in that beautiful mind? I'm in your magical mystery ride, and I'm so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy and I'm out of my mind, 'cause all of me, loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections, and give your all to me. I give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning, 'cause I give you all of me, and you give me all of you. Oh.
And now, the retirement of the PNP badge.
For the reading of the retirement of the PNP badge, we would like to request Police Chief Superintendent Rexon Tito Acabado, Chief Supervisory Office for Security Investigation Agencies, Civil Security Group.
My task this afternoon is to read to you the retirement of the badge, but I am breaking protocol, Mr. Instead, I would like to make this a poignant memory of your career. And this being such, I want you to listen to me closely and remember as we move into memory lane. With your indulgence, Mr. Police Director Ronald Marapon de la Rosa, retired, who many of you know as Bato, is actually called simply as Doroy when we were classmates at the academy. So I would like to address him as my Mr. Doroy, from a former assistant squad leader to my former squad leader, Mr. You may not remember, but I first met you in the hallway of Central Barracks, and you were squat thrusting in front of the Alpha Company staff room, all alone, with nobody to supervise you. And I was there also reporting, and I was seeing you doing it properly. And I was surprised because there was no upper class to tell you what to do, and yet you were doing the 1660. And so I said to myself, sana hindi ako malasin kasi napakalakas nitong ni Doroy eh. Baka mamaya pasabayan ako, hindi ko makayanan eh. But, you know, that is what differentiates you from the rest of us. Your toughness, your fearlessness, and your determination to do what is right and to do what you have to do, even without anybody around, is what set you apart from many of us. Alam nyo, Doroy was not supposed to be a police officer. Nung kami mga cadets, ang parating niya sinasabi, "Go Marines! Marines lang ako. Walang ibang makakapalit sa akin kundi Marines." Yung mga Army, yung mga PC, wala yan. Pero nung araw ng aming choose kung anong branch of service namin, nabunot niya, PC. Ayaw na niya bitawan yung bola. Sabi niya, akin na to, akin na to. Yung isa namin mista na taga-Navy, nabunot. Nilapitan siya, mista, baka naman pwede na tayo mag-swap. Anyway, Marines ka naman. Sabi niya, ano ka, hilo? Matuyo ka. All the way na ako, PC na ako ngayon. And so it came to pass that Doroy became a PC officer, and then he moved up the ranks slowly with distinction. And his exploits have been legendary. We've heard about him. We've seen less of him because he was in Davao then. and most of us were distributed in Mindanao. But I've always kept tabs on him. And I've learned of his leadership skills, his tactical prowess, and of course, his kind-heartedness whenever he is. There was a time when we were already senior superintendents and we were waiting to be promoted, and we were all griping because we were not given the chance. And we were both sitting together, and I told him, Mista, ano ba to? Hindi na yata tayo mapagbibigyan. And then he leaned over to me and sabi niya, hintay-hintay lang tayo, Mista. Pagbibigyan rin tayo. Later on, that dream will become a reality. And so it came to pass when President Duterte became our president and he appointed you as our chief PNP. The dream became a reality. And all of us were euphoric, we're happy, and we're proud that the first member of PMAC Nagtala Class 1986 is now the Chief of the Philippine National Police. And same again, that same toughness, that same fearlessness and determination to do what is right is there. Despite the rocky roads, the hardships, the sufferings, the pain, there was always the sterling leadership that gave way to accomplishments and achievements. And we are so proud of you, Mista. You know, the badge that you wear right now is not only just a symbol of the PNP motto of service, honor, and justice. It carries with it the hopes and aspirations of 195,000 strong men and women who look up to you as a father figure, as a mentor, and as a confidant and a good friend. We, your classmates, the PNP Officer Corps, the men and women of the PNP, thank you for your service, not only for 21 years as your tenure as a Chief PNP, but for 36 unparalleled and unsullied years of service and dedication. Mista, it has been an honor to serve under you. Before I ask you to remove and detach your badge, I ask Police Senior Inspector Daniel Pomercia to come forward and to tell you what he feels about it.
Upon taking the oath and assumption to office, the Filipino people and the Constitution vested in you the power and authority as a law enforcer. As such, you implored the aid of the Almighty. That authority is symbolized by the PNP badge. It is a badge of honor that is placed near to your heart to remind you of your duty to enforce the law without fear or favor, and to protect the rights of the people, especially the weak, the poor, and the marginalized. At the center of your badge is the PNP seal, held bravely by our hero, Lapu-Lapu, the first Filipino to defend our country against foreign invaders. Hence, your badge symbolizes your selfless sacrifice and willingness to die in service to God, country, and people. On your badge are the virtues of service, honor, and justice, which you live out with unwavering commitment. You kept your badge unsullied and free of any breach of fidelity. You endeavored to avoid any aspersion against our institution. You preserved our cherished police customs and traditions and never countenance any deviation from them nor allow them to be infringed. Police Director General Ronald Marapon de la Rosa, sir. You were a police officer. You have worn your badge with pride and honor. And after 36 years and 19 days of faithful police service, and upon reaching the day of your retirement, it is time to retire your badge too. Sir, we will never say goodbye. nor bid you farewell. For your legacy will be lived in hearts forever. With the permission of Police Chief Superintendent Acabado, sir, may we now request that you will detach your badge.
Sir, with honor and dignity, I am now turning over my PNP badge, which symbolize the power and authority vested upon me as a police officer.
We would like to request President Rodrigo Roa Duterte to rise and receive the badge from Police Director General De La Rosa. Thank you, and please be seated.
To read the promotion orders is Police Director Rene Aspera, the Director for Personnel and Records Management.
Republic of the Philippines, National Police Commission, National Headquarters, Philippine National Police, Camp Brigadier General Rafael T. Crami, Quezon City. Promotion. Pursuant to General Orders Number 1147, National Headquarters, Philippine National Police, dated April 17, 2018. Police Director Oscar David Albayalde, O-04647, Chief, Philippine National Police, is promoted to the rank of Police Director General in permanent status effective April 22, 2018. By the direction of President Rodrigo R. Duterte, official Eduardo Imanyo, Undersecretary, Officer in Charge, DILG. Signed, Reneo Aspera, Police Director, the Director for Personnel and Records Management.
May we request President Rodrigo Roa Duterte to administer the oath of office of Police Director General Oscar Albayalde, followed by the donning of ranks. May we also request the immediate family members of Police Director General Albayalde to join him.
General Albayalde, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, state your name,
Police Director General Oscar David Albayalde,
having been appointed to the position of,
having been appointed to the position of Chief Philippine National Police,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will well and faithfully discharge,
that I will well and faithfully discharge,
to the best of my ability,
to the best of my ability,
the duties of my present position
the duties of my present position,
and all others
and all others
I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines.
I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines,
That I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines.
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines,
That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same.
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines.
that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities of the Republic of the Philippines,
And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
and that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose of evasion.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations
Thank you,
and
sir.
welcome to your office.
And we shall now witness the donning of ranks. Thank you very much. Please be seated.
At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce our guest of honor and speaker, may we request Executive Secretary Salvador Bedialdea.
Magandang hapon po sa kanila. Isang malaking karangalan na pakilala ko sa inyo, ang Pangulo ng Republika ng Pilipinas, si Mayor Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Thank you. Kindly be seated. And before I am reminded by somebody, Archie, could you give the tikas pahinga to the troops?
Tikas! Ha! Mga pinuno, tikas! Ha!
Before acknowledging everybody and anybody, I'd like to just issue a warning. Not give, but issue talaga. That kayong mga pulis na sa droga, na sa kidnap o ransom, kung anong-anong krimen na pinapasok ninyo, pagdating ninyo sa bilibid, ang sasalubong sa inyo ay si De La Rosa. Paano yan? At, sir, bago ako makalimutan, kasi I'm reading a speech, I'd like to address myself to General Agbayalde. Sir, you do not owe anybody anything for what you achieve in your life. It's your credentials. At kung may pagpasalamatan ka, yung Diyos which gave you the life until now to survive the rigors of your occupation as a law enforcer. At the most telling, sir, na recommendation or endorsement, maniwala ka o hindi, galing sa kapwa mo pulis. Kasi yung sinabi ko sa kanila, tinatanong ko po, sino yung gusto ninyong pumalit kay Bato? Ay, sabi ko, ito si Agbayalde. Anong estilo nito? Sir, wag yan, sir. Masyadong mahigpit at stricto. Mahihirapan kami. Sabi ko, ganon. Balik ako kay Bongbong, tawagan mo si Mijaldia. Siya ang magiging bagong Director General sa Pulis. Ayan, wala na kayong masabi sa akin, pinagbigyan ko kayo. Sabi niyo, wag yan, kasi stricto, pahirapan kayo, at nagbo-bullshit na tao. Tama yan. Trabaho lang, pati sundalo kayo. There's your different status from the other. Iba ang sundalo. Sundalo yung trabaho niya yung actually. So, it says that the Constitution, civilian in nature. But that does not remove from you from the commands, the layer of commands and everything that the soldier should follow. So yun. So I'd like to recognize the presence of the President, Fidel V. Ramos, Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps, Executive Secretary Salvador Mijaldia, Interior and Local Government Secretary Anyo, the AFP members of the General Staff, Carlito Galvez, and the Major Commanders, the other members of the Cabinet, former Police Director General Ronald De La Rosa, now Director of Prisons. Marami akong problema actually sa prison, even today. In 1988, I was prosecuting drug cases as an ordinary prosecutor. It was in the headlines then, drugs. It's now 2018, and to this, the broadsheets, ang newspaper natin, and the crawlers ng mga TV stations, nandyan lahat. May pinatay ng drogista, and even now I can bet my life na ang newspaper ngayon is all about drugs. It is every day, and it is eroding the country. If we do not strive to put a stop to it, destroy and neutralize the infrastructure of drugs and the men and women behind it, would have failed the nation. At wala po akong masabit if I retire to complete my term, paano ko harapin ang mga tao kung saan-saan na lang ang droga na binibenta dito sa mga sari-sari store na. It cannot happen. I said, I will put at stake my life, honor, and the presidency itself. This fight of destroying drugs and the organized crime will continue until my last day in office. The officers and enlisted personnel and civil employees of the Philippine National Police, fellow workers in government, mga kababayan ko. It gives me great pleasure to join you today as we pay tribute to Director General Ronald De La Rosa's exemplary career as a police officer and his successful tour of duty as Chief of the National Police. Through his visionary leadership, General De La Rosa was able to steer our police force to great heights in the past 21 months. The unprecedented accomplishments of the PNP in this period attest to his determination to implement reforms and bring the organization closer to the people. During his tenure as Chief PNP, he oversaw an impressive 22% decrease in the total crime volume nationwide and a 10% improvement in the crime solution efficiency rate compared to the preceding 20-month period. This is highlighted by the PNP's notable contributions to the anti-illegal drug operations, which led to the arrest of more than 130 suspects, the voluntary surrender of more than 1,002,000 drug personalities, and the confiscation of 23 billion pesos worth of illegal drugs. I also note General De La Rosa's crusade for cleaning the ranks of the PNP from within. Through his internal cleansing efforts, we were able to weed out scalawags who have long hampered the efficiency of our police force. I am happy we were able to weed out that at more than 85% of the police officers who were also tested positive have been dismissed from the service. We also salute the gallantry of our elite SAF troopers who joined our military offensives in Marawi last year. Their display of extraordinary bravery and heroism against extremist groups who sought to sow fear and violence in Mindanao is truly laudable. Alam mo, let me just cut myself for a moment to announce to you that the other day I placed the honor of the 44 of the SAP troopers who died in Mama Sapano. I granted them the Medal of Valor, all of them. I take this moment to emphasize that this administration will never allow the sacrifice of our police officers to be taken for granted. This government will give its full support to our uniformed personnel by enhancing their capabilities, modernizing their equipments, promoting their welfare, and take care of their families. Ito sasabihin ko sa iyo uli. You listen very carefully, every word of it. You just do your duty. In the performance of your duty, wala kayong problema sa akin. And I will take care of you. And I will protect you and defend you. Lahat. Magtrabaho ka lang in accordance with the requirements of the law in destroying and perhaps killing the criminals. I will be there for you. I will never allow any military man or police to go to jail unjustly for performing his duties. That you have my commitment. In return, I ask the brave men and women of the PNP to continue performing their duties, especially as we further intensify a war against criminality, illegal drugs, terrorism, and other threats to the security of our nation, our communities, our homes, and our families. As we bid farewell to General De La Rosa and join the entire police force to stand behind, he is a good choice, I assure you, the new PNP Chief Director, Oscar Albayalde. I am confident that through his leadership, we can further build our gains and create a more peaceful, just, and harmonious society. Congratulations to General De La Rosa, and good luck and welcome to your office, General Agbayalde.
Mga pinuno, Talupat! Ta!
Please be seated. We shall now come to the presentation of memento to our guest of honor and speaker, and may we request our honorary Police Director General Ronald Bato de la Rosa to present the memento. May we request President Rodrigo Roa Duterte to rise for the presentation of memento. The memento is a Galil sniping rifle. It is a family of small arms designed by Israel Galil in the late 1960s.
Thank you very much. A warm applause, ladies and gentlemen. Magsitayo po tayong lahat at ating pong awitin ang PNP, Lingkod ng Bayan.
Patay ng katahimikan, PNP, lingkod ng bayan, kriminal laming kalaban, mamayan paglilingkuran. Sa bayan at mamayan, PNP ang inyong sandigan, integridad, disiplina at kasanayan, gabay sa tungkuling alay. Maka-Diyos at makabayan, makatao at makakalikasan, sa tungkulin naming karangalan, ihandog ang isang buhay. Batas ay patutupad, pantay-pantay para sa lahat. Walang mayaman o mahirap, ang dulot sa bayan ay galak. PNP, mamamayan, magtulungan, kaayusan, katatagan ating kamtan. Kalakalan, unlad na tunay, kapayapay ating tagumpay. Maka-Diyos at makabayan, makatao at makakalikasan, sa tungkulin naming karangalan, ihandog ang isang buhay. Ihandog ang isang buhay.
Thank you, and please be seated. May we request our honorary Police Director General Ronald Bato de la Rosa to proceed in front to acknowledge the troops during the pass and review. He will be accompanied by our police host, Police Deputy Director General Fernando Mendez Jr. May also request the immediate family members of our honoree to join.
Mga pinuno, sumaklikod ko. Cut! Pasamasin!
Ladies and gentlemen, the pass and review.
Harap sa kanan. Harap! Talupad. Unang talupad. Pasulong.
Ikalawang talupad, manatili.
Kit!
Approaching the grandstand, ladies and gentlemen, is the troop commander and staff, led by Police Deputy Director General Gamboa, Police Director Puruganan, Police Director Roque, Police Director Cascolan, Police Director Ramos, and Police Director Obusan. Followed by the NCR PO Band, led by SPO1 Pagkatotohan. 1st Battalion Commander and Staff, Chief Superintendent Baraceros, Chief Superintendent Gonzales, Chief Superintendent Romana, Chief Superintendent BI, Chief Superintendent Espino, and Chief Superintendent Cubos. Alpha Company Commander and Staff, led by Senior Superintendent Pawid, Superintendent Velasquez, Chief Inspector Logroño. 1st Platoon Leader, Police Senior Inspector Valones. 2nd Platoon Leader, Police Senior Inspector Lu. Bravo Company Commander and Staff, led by Police Senior Superintendent Agnila, Superintendent Agabao, and Chief Inspector Esporas. 1st Platoon Leader, Senior Inspector Intes. Bravo Company Please rise, ladies and gentlemen, the colors. Thank you, and please be seated. 2nd Battalion Commander and Staff, led by Chief Superintendent Sarona, Chief Superintendent Rasco, Chief Superintendent Corpus, Chief Superintendent Ganzon, Chief Superintendent Paclev, and Chief Superintendent Angara. Charlie Company Commander and Staff, led by Police Senior Superintendent Rodriguez, Superintendent Bores, and Chief Inspector Aquino. 1st Platoon Leader, Inspector Deliva. 2nd Platoon Leader, Senior Inspector Olaging. Delta Company Commander and Staff, led by Police Senior Superintendent Basco, Superintendent Lacwasan. 1st Platoon Leader, Chief Inspector Roldan. 2nd Platoon Leader, Chief Inspector Bago. Approaching, ladies and gentlemen, is the Northern Police District Civil Disturbance Management Contingent. Equipped with non-lethal weapons, they are ready to ensure the protection, safety, and welfare of the public and demonstrator as well, with maximum tolerance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Northern Police District Civil Disturbance Management Contingent. Formerly known as the Special Operations Squadron, passing in front of you is the elite unit of the Philippine National Police Aviation Security Group, tasked to address the threat of terrorism to the peace and order in general and security of the civil aviation industry in particular. Ladies and gentlemen, the PNP Aviation Security Group. The Maritime Group Special Operations Unit protects the territorial waters of the Philippines by providing rapid and highly mobile seaborne law enforcement response. With skills in search and rescue operations, the water search and rescue teams of Maritime Group always aims to deliver fast and dynamic services to the distressed during natural calamities and other maritime-related incidents. Ladies and gentlemen, the PNP Maritime Group. The K9 teams are composed of specially trained handlers and purebred Belgian Malinois and Labrador retrievers, capable of detecting different types of explosives in different kinds of environment. Followed by EOD personnel in bomb suits. It is a protective equipment of EOD technicians during the conduct of render-safe procedures of bomb or IEDs. The EOD van, each equipped with explosive incident, countermeasure, and post-blast investigation tools and equipment. Now, ladies and gentlemen, unique to Quezon City Police District is the bike patrol or tourist police of the 12 police stations. The maneuverability of these bikes on crowded sidewalks and their ability to navigate narrow, crowded driveways offer advantages over cars. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause to these hardy pedal kickers from the Quezon City's pride. Approaching the grandstand, ladies and gentlemen, is the Tactical Motorcycle Riding Unit of the NCRPO. On board the Rouser 125 small bike in full tactical gear, they form part of the proactive forward deployment in highly urbanized areas within the National Capital Region. Passing by in unique breeches, uniform with boots and campaign hat are members of the Highway Patrol Group. With more than 60 years of unwavering commitment to public service, the Highway Patrol Group gained the trust and admiration of the people. Highway Patrol Group, the guardians of the highways. Approaching in front of you, ladies and gentlemen, are the winners of the recently concluded National SWAT Challenge, which was held in Davao City, trained, equipped, and ready to respond to high-risk police operations. Mounted on their SWAT mobile in tactical color is the Pro 4A Regional Public Safety Battalion SWAT Unit. In their black suit uniform, they are equipped with virtue, skills, and tactical equipment ready to respond in high personal risk situations. Scene of the crime operation is a forensic procedure performed by trained personnel of the PNP Crime Laboratory. They provide forensic expertise with the end in view of establishing facts relative to a criminal incident. Arriving are the workhorses of the PNP Health Service, their ambulances. Following is the rescue ambulance manned by trained police paramedics ready for rapid emergency response. And behind are two newest vehicles of the PNP, the Chemical, Biological, Radiological, Nuclear, and Explosive Van, better known as the CBRNE van. Managed and operated by the PNP Communication Electronic Service is the PNP's frontline vehicle in providing adequate communication support and service to all PNP units. Paving the way, ladies and gentlemen, is the mobility assets of the Philippine National Police under the Logistics Support Service, the operational arm of the Directorate for Logistics, tasked to provide logistical support and services to all units and transportation services in support to operational and as well as administrative activities of the Philippine National Police. The armor assets of the Philippine National Police are the command of V-150 vehicles under the maintenance of the Light Armor Unit 4 Support Battalion PNP Special Action Force. It has mounted armament of 1 caliber .50 heavy barrel, Browning machine gun, and 1 M60 general purpose machine gun that can provide devastating fire support to the operating troops on the ground. And lastly, on board the vehicle are the PNP mascots, namely PO1 Magalang, PO1 Matapat, PO1 Matikas, and Tatay Digong.
Mga pinuno, salong. Cut! Sa kaliwa. Cut! Sa kaliwa. Cut! Pinuno. To! Ginoo, tapos na po ang parangal. Harap sa kanan. Harap! Pasulong. Cut!
And that concludes, ladies and gentlemen, our ceremony.